Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from SciTech Process Solutions. Today is Friday, August 12th, 2022. I hope everyone's having a great summer. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on a fully remanufactured Semi-Tool 270 F as in Frank spin rinse dryer. I'll go into the configuration of the tool, our rebuild process, and our spare parts support after I start the tool. Because it's about a 6-minute process, it's kind of boring to watch, so it's better for me to talk while we're doing this. So, you simply load the cassette, and I'll discuss the cassette in a second, and hit start. We have programmed a typical SRD process in the United States. Step 1 is a rinse. Step 2 will be a purge, and that will blow the water out of the DI manifold so it doesn't drip back during the dry cycle. Dry 1 will be a high RPM dry where you have N2 heat, you have heater blankets, and you use centrifugal force to kind of shed the water off of the cassette, wafer, and rotor, and the sidewalls. Then we'll go into dry 2, which is the same type process, but it's an elongated dry at low RPM, back down to 500, to allow the N2 and centrifugal force to dry everything. So while we're running it, let me talk about the configuration. For the customer, their purchase order was 2,000, kind of an interesting number. They're located on the East Coast. This will be shipping out later today. The configuration of this tool, they have the 102 controller, which is a fully digital programmable controller. They have 2 of the traditional options, water recirculation and DAI resistivity. I've already checked, both are on the back of this tool, so that's good. On the back of the tool also will be a nameplate that will have our serial number, the month of remanufacturing, the power requirements, and our URL information and phone number to contact us for spare parts. So there we go, nice and smooth. We're actually in dry 1, which is at the 1800. This controller always has an overshoot, the 102, not this specific one, but all 102s. It's going to go up and it's going to come down and settle at 1800. So in our remanufacturing process, once an order is being picked for build, in this case it's a refurbished tool, we pull the tool out of stock. The system is broken down to the flat metal base. We do a special in-house processing of the bowl for remove any possible contaminants. The bowl sent out, the N2 manifold sent out. A lot of those metal parts are cleaned and sent out for re-electropolishing, polishing, so it's like new condition. We go through, I won't talk about our rebuild process in detail because we give that to the customer, it's very detailed. But a quick overview is we rebuild the motor, we rebuild or replace the RSP, we replace the 20 and 8 PSI sensors, heater blankets, all the Teflon lines, all the pneumatic lines, all valving is rebuilt and tested. Anything that we don't think matches our spec is replaced no matter what, for sure. So then the rinser dryer, without the poly itself, is actually built in dry test. Once the technician has built the tool, we have a first QC of it to make sure it meets the requirement. And it runs through all the dry functions, no DI water. If it passes there, it moves into our wet test facility without the poly. We then hook the DI up to it to make sure the valves are working correctly, the no leaks in the fittings, etc. We have a second QC of that system. If it passes that, then we go for approximately 50 process runs of just the system and not its full configuration. If it passes that, it goes into its configuration. The poly is put on, the controller is put in the correct place, not just below it. If there's any options, they're installed on the back, like the resistivity probe and the water recirculation. That's all built into the poly. And then it's ran 50 more times, and if it passes that, it's passed over for sales for video. This is not my territory, my account, but our outside salespeople are outside traveling this week, seeing customers around the United States, so I'm stepping in to do the video. So that is our build process, high quality. In this case, we built brand new poly. This is brand new poly for the system. We actually at SciTech have our own full poly shop. Our quality control, our tools have to run like new, and even our refurbished tools look 90%, if not higher, like new. That's just a remanufacturing process we have. We're probably the only remanufacturer that replaces the poly automatically if it doesn't look good. Other places just wipe the system down, run it 3 or 4 times, say let's ship it. That's not the philosophy at SciTech. We're over a 20-year-old company, and we have very stringent quality control processes in place. Okay, so talking about our support, it looks like we still have a lot of time left, about 5 minutes, maybe 6 actually. So if you go to our website at scitechprocess.com, on the left-hand side you'll see a large list of buttons that you can actually click on. The first 8 are all spin rinse dryer related. The first 3 are Semi-Tool. That would be the F model, the S model, which is the SAM, the F model, like this system, and the traditional ST. We have all sizes, all configurations. We do little rectangles, squares, glass pieces, not glasses. We do up to 300 millimeter wafers. We have custom design rotors. We have custom design cassettes. We do custom special built cassettes for customers to hold their substrates to allow them to spin. So we have a wide range of rinse dryers. The next 3 buttons are all the spare parts. For this model, which again is a 270, that means it's a 6-inch bowl capability. 2 means the tabletop. We have every single part. We have replacement controllers. We repair the controllers. We have replacement motors, the heater blankets, the pressure switches, the rotor stop positioner, all the valving, anything and everything on this tool we can sell you off our website to support it. The next button down below is for then the SST and SAT type support. We have limited spare parts, but they're on our website of stuff we have in stock. And then the last button for rinse dryers is Vertec. 2.5 years ago, Cytec, we purchased the Vertec product line. We are now the OEM. We do now worldwide sales of parts for Vertec. We do on a regular, and you probably can't see it, but here's a Vertec double stack right here next to me that a customer sent in for refurbishment. We have all the spare parts. We have the bladder seals. We have the motors. We have everything. We're the OEM, so we're doing quite a lot of Vertec work now compared to the past. Besides spin rinse dryers for the wet across the wet process technology, there's 2 other main product lines we have. One is the Florida Integrous box washer, box and cassette cleaners. That's called the 4000, 8000, 8010, 8020, 8030. The OEM no longer supports that tool. We are acting like the OEM. We do complete refurbishments. We have door kits. We have new heaters. We have new spray arms. We have new hub assemblies. We have new ball bearings. We fully support the Integrous HTC product line. And we have now, one just got shipped back east about 3 days ago. We have another one already on the wall, and we have 2 more lined up to be refurbished. So we actually sell quite a lot of those tools. The last part of wet processing, traditional wet processing, is mask and wafer scrubbers. That'd be high pressure, kind of like your Ultra T, Ultra Tech, K&S type scrubbers. They use high pressure or brush scrub, and we have a variety of parts for that on our website too. So that kind of rounds out our wet processing line. We do a decent amount of work into photolithography. That would be for the vapor prime ovens, the YES type vapor prime ovens. We do a lot of pump rebuilds and pump packages for customers. We do IDI, Cyborg, Millipore. Customers send us their pumps, we do rebuilds. We supply complete pump packages with controllers, pumps, cabling, etc. Just like the rinse dryer, any of the other product lines I discussed all get a full video source inspection prior to leaving. We want the customer to see a video of their tool, no matter what it is, how small it is, running perfect before it leaves our site. I mean, the things could happen with shippers out of our control, but at least the customer knows the tool left in perfect shape, and we support our customers worldwide if something is an issue. The last kind of broad product line we have is metrology and I guess film analysis. We do 10-core KLA particle counters. That would be the 4500, 5500, 6000 class. We do not do the 7000 class. That was discontinued a long time ago. We do nanometrics, thin film measurements or film measurement systems, nano 210s, 4000s, 4150s, etc. We also have DECTAC profilometers, KLA 10-core profilometers. We do Rudolph lipsometry equipment. I know a couple months ago we shipped a Gruner lipsometer. So we do quite a lot of film review tools, and on our website on the left-hand side there is a search box you can put in like nanometrics or Gertner or vapor prime, whatever you want to do, and that'll give you a sub-search of our website pretty quickly. On our website, every product page has information about the product. For the rinse dryer specifically, we have a lot of cross-reference part numbers because over the years the same part ended up having 2, 3, 4 different part numbers by the old Semi-Tool company or the Retech company or other companies. So we've actually tried to put as many of those in there, so in that search box you can put in another part number and it'll reference our replacement part. How much time we have left? A minute and a half. And the last thing that I'll bring up is we do microscopes, high and low power. We have Lights, Nikon, Olympus, etc. You can see quite a lot of those on our website too. So at the end of this process, we have about a minute and 18 seconds exactly. The back of the tool has called an RSP, rotor stop positioner. What that does, it has it'll come out with a piston. It'll hit the cam. It'll roll the cam to a specific place we call home position at 12 o'clock. It'll line up there. Once that happens, the RPN goes to 0. I'll hear the door open, release, like see how it's sealed now? You probably can't hear it because it's kind of quiet when it does that. I'll be able to open the door and then feel for the hot end too, and then also make sure the substrates and cassettes are nice and dry. So we got about 45 seconds for that. This system is going to be shipping today. The customer already bought one system from us, a double stack, and this is the second system they purchased in the last couple months. But they definitely need the tool in-house. They're ramping up some production. So we already have the crater and the shipper ready to go as soon as I finish my video to get it out today. As long as their shipper shows up today, it's out of our control. It's not UPS or FedEx, it's a third-party shippers that we have to contact, which we have contacted actually. Okay, you have about 10 seconds left to go. All right, it's going to start spinning down now. RPM is going to slowly drop. When it spins down via centrifugal force. And it has a brake resistor that's built into it too, help it slow down faster. Okay, I just heard the door released. The RSP fired, I heard that, and now I just heard the door released. So I can open it up. It looks very nice in there. Okay, nice and warm. This set's nice and warm. There's the substrates, they look beautiful. I don't think I said in this video, but this customer runs a PA, which is a poly cassette, not the traditional Teflon. Their spec is 1 to 25 wafers. We've been running different load sizes. I believe they're running on the lower side on a regular basis, so I put 5 wafers in there for this demo. But as you can probably see, the inside of this bowl is brand new. It looks fantastic. Everything's great looking on it. In fact, most customers, if you didn't know this, you would think this is 100% a brand new rinser dryer. It doesn't even look like it was a refurbished system. It looks like it's brand new. So it's beautiful. Okay, so that will conclude this video source inspection of a fully remanufactured Semi-Tool 270 F as in Frank spin rinse dryer by our company, SciTech Process Solutions. Again, I've given you my company website. It's scitechprocess.com. Feel free to go to that and look at any kind of configuration, rinser dryer, spare parts you need. So that will conclude now this video. Again, today is Friday, August 12th, 2022, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their summer. Thank you.